Hello everyone, I'm here now with Gary Picker, who's a technical manager in our financial planning team, and we're going to just have a quick chat about what's been happening with pensions this afternoon. Gary, thanks for joining me. So on the pensions front, things weren't quite as bad as they might have been, but there's a big change with inheritance tax. What's happened?
Well, that's correct, Lisa. So in the past, pension funds were generally exempt from inheritance tax following someone's death. Now, the changes announced today mean that pension funds now fall within the inheritance tax regime, are subject to inheritance tax.
So what do clients have to do? Do we have to think about making different nominations for spouses and things?
Well, yeah, that's one possibility. So as we understand it, as we well know, that assets passed to a spouse aren't subject to inheritance tax, whereas assets passed to other people are. So maybe we need to consider whether actually the course of action should be to pass assets to your spouse rather than possibly children, which might defer the inheritance tax charge to later down the line, but generally deferral of a tax is considered a good thing.
And in terms of other options, presumably there'll be some different steps that we might take. We've always sort of regarded drawing on a pension fund as the pot of last resort, but now our thinking might change. And when should clients be coming to talk to us, and what should we be talking about?
Well, I mean, I think they probably need to talk to us as soon as possible. I think the key thing here is that, yes, you're right, there used to be the pot of last resort, draw on other assets first. Now, possibly, we should consider drawing on the pension funds tax efficiently in earlier days, maybe manage out at lower rates of tax. I think the key thing is to try to avoid paying two lots of tax after death, inheritance tax, and as we know, after age 75, the funds are subject to income tax. So particularly post 75, it may even be worth considering drawing on pension funds, possibly giving them away to the children, setting a 7-year inheritance tax clock running, or spend them or preserve other assets. So avoiding two lots of tax. Whether it's worth doing it before age 75 is a little bit more of a debate, because pension funds aren't subject to income tax generally on death before then. So that's something to be considered, but maybe in the years running up to 75 we think about that.
Thanks very much. So hopefully the message is really just come and talk to us, and we'll help you assess your own position.
Yes, definitely, yes.